Kanshi section someone can the Tumbalanami, Jawa Tinjin, Divergent, section Tumba Talentu. Ramjam Surab Kuna Tave Mik, Kesan, Tabran Dribe Jungocho, Seve Cube, Tabkin Zeva, since a Shenyanam Nakubedu. Your Eminence, Sula Lebe, Samten Dorji, Your Holiness, Digun Kamwe Chesarambache, Venerable Amalo Sangji, Venerable Dr. Dhammapiyaji, Venerable Sanghas, Your Excellency Kalun and all the dignitaries present here, and my sisters and brothers, it is a great pleasure to be in this gathering today to share some thoughts on the Vajrayāna Buddhism, on this special conference on the Vajrayāna, coinciding the 50th year's celebration of establishing formal diplomatic ties between two countries. Myself being an Indian, it is really a matter to celebrate. Myself being a Buddhist, and particularly being a follower of Vajrayāna Buddhist, once again, this is a very, very important occasion. I do believe there are some people who are not well acquainted about or with Vajrayāna. What is Vajrayāna? It could be a question constantly arising. According to classical thinking in Tibet, Vajrayāna teachings directly originate from the historic Buddha. As the Thulalopala has explained, and His Holiness has explained, Buddha taught to his disciples, which includes all the different varieties of people with different mental disposition, with different choices, different tastes, different intellectual proper kind of capability and all those things. So it is sure that Buddha taught certain secret methods to attain the Buddhahood to selected disciples, which may not be taught or relevant to teach in the public, which was mostly known as Shravak path. Most of the public teachings are regularly known as Shravak path or Shravak teachings, which makes the general basic Tripitaka. And then comes the Mahayana Tripitaka, and then of course there is a kind of extensive body of literature that is exclusively found in the Vajrayāna tradition. So this is a kind of a very powerful kind of reasoning that kind of establishes that Buddha definitely have taught the Vajrayāna teachings. But why Vajrayāna? Why? We have this Mahayana, we have kind of a Shravak path. Why Vajrayāna? So there, according to the classical thinkings or classical presentation of Tsongkhapa, he says that Vajrayāna is not separate from Mahayana. Now, in today's world, where politics becomes prime than the philosophical viewpoints, maybe it is better to have a kind of a separate identity for the Vajrayāna. then Mahayana. But philosophically, according to his presentation, it is not separate from Mahayana. Because Vajrayānist and the Mahayanist, they yearn, they target to attain same goal, that is the Buddhahood. So why? But what is the difference? According to the general Mahayana, the path only includes the perfection training into the 6 perfections. But Vajrayāna have some kind of exclusive methods to attain that Buddhahood beside the 6 training into the 6 perfections. That makes it outstanding. That makes it different. That is the reason why we have Vajrayāna. So, in brief, I can say that Vajrayāna, we can present it in a very condensed manner by saying that there are basis of Vajrayāna, instructions. What is the basis? Basis is the 2 reality. The conventional reality and the ultimate reality. That is the basis. That is the true truth. Everything that exists in the universe is just kind of encompassed in these 2 things. Based on the ultimate reality, the path of wisdom is derived. Based on the conventional reality, path of method is derived. In classical Sanskrit, we say Gyan Marg and Upaya Marg. These are the 2 methods, 2 paths derived from the ground reality of the true truth. Then, after training into the 2 paths, what we attain? In a general kind of Mahayana training, of course, the Buddhahood. And what is the Buddhahood? In general, 4 kayas. But if you summarize it, it becomes 2 kayas. Dharmakaya and the Rupakaya. But out of these Dharmakaya and Rupakaya is primary goal a bodhisattva should seek. And in attaining that, and in producing that, the methods and the exclusive training of the Vajrayāna makes huge difference, which is known as the deity yoga, Deva yoga. So, the Deva yoga doesn't exist in the general path of Mahayana. It only exists in the Vajrayāna teachings. But what is the Deva yoga? The Deva yoga includes visualization most of the time, and then activities and practices, meditation. It is said that Deva yoga is a method where the practitioner at the beginning stage train himself or herself into realizing the abode of the Buddha, the place and the body of the Buddha's physical appearance, and the wealth and the belongings of the Buddha, whatever those are kind of owned by the Buddha, and finally, activities of the Buddhas. These 4 purified states are visualized and then kind of, invoked while the practitioner is training himself or herself towards attaining the Buddhahood. That makes huge difference. That method doesn't exist in the Sutrayana or in general Mahayana instructions. So that is the reason why we have the Vajrayāna. Then, as a result of that, the attainment is same. So the argument, there are a lot of scholarly questions. I mean, there are also a lot of arguments, but it is very clearly established by Tsongkhapa in a very, very summarized and a condensed explanation at the beginning of the stages of Tantra. If you want to have furthermore detailed information, please go through it, you will get it. So I would like to stop here with just presenting this very brief presentation of why Vajrayāna and what it is. Thank you very much. Thank you.